It may not appear this way from the outside, but the Nokia Lumia 1020 is actually the result of 6 years worth of work. It's a follow-up to the 808 PureView, a Symbian phone which received a lot of attention last year thanks to its 41 megapixel camera. And the company is bringing a slightly improved version of the same imaging technology to Windows Phone. The unit we tested is AT&T branded and will go for $300 with a new 2-year contract, though you should be able to get them in most major markets around the world sometime in the very near future. This is by far the most unique Windows Phone we've played with, mainly because of the 1020's high-end camera module. We'll save the geeky specs for the written review, but in a nutshell, the 1020 is able to take 2 pictures at the same time. One extremely high-resolution 38 megapixel shot, and one that's 5 megapixels. Now, the 38 megapixel shot is incredibly detailed, but the great thing about the 5 megapixel version is that not only is it easier to upload and share on your social network of choice, these images also feature lossless zoom. In other words, you can zoom in on distant objects in your picture without any degradation in image quality. It looks just as sharp zoomed in as it does zoomed out. There are also heaps of manual adjustment options, several types of post-processing features, and optical image stabilization. The 1020 truly offers the best smartphone imaging experience we've ever had, and we've been incredibly happy with it. It's always a good sign when the 1020 is our go-to phone for great pictures, regardless of the occasion. Aside from the camera, the 1020 remains consistent to the Windows Phone platform, which means it runs smooth and features solid battery life. Of course, along with the OS comes a certain love or hate relationship, depending on how well it fits your needs. While the OS continues to grow in developer support, there's still a good chance that it's missing certain apps or services that you've grown used to on other mobile platforms. If you're already a Windows Phone user, it's hard not to recommend the 1020, especially if you want a great camera and are content with paying a little extra upfront. The question is, if you're coming over from iOS or Android, is the camera so good that you're willing to switch platforms? It's an amazing camera, no doubt, but you need to determine if you're happy enough with the performance on your current smartphone. If you're not, it's definitely worth a closer look. We'll have the full details with specs and other information in our written review, which you'll find at Engadget.com.